What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and today we're here just to talk about all of the news that actually dropped today. So as of this video going live, the next news time after this video is live is when the Big Mom Sugo Fest is going to be making her debut, and as we expected, it's going to be a 10% chance to pull any given legend on the banner. So in this video, we're just going to go through all the news and just, just go through it all just so you guys know exactly what's happening, right? Also tomorrow, the ULTI event will be going live. We'll discuss that in just a moment. But here we have the Sugo Fest, 10% chance for a legend to appear. The new OLIN or Big Mom character is going to be here as a voice character. Otama, Frankie, and Usopp are also going to be here. In the Sugo Fest, the pool of recruitable characters, of recruitable legends that is limited to 20 characters per part, as we also kind of expected due to the structure of the banner. So it's not like part 1 has like 30 legends and it's really hard to pull any given legend. No, every part is the same rate to pull any given legend, at least it appears to be at this current point in time, so at least that's kind of cool. And it also mentions the Olin and Otama trial quest where you can get 5 rainbow gems just for clearing that, which is fantastic. We'll talk more about which characters are boosted in a little bit. Obviously you can click on each character, see the character information in game. You can see the video that I uploaded yesterday or the day prior, just talking about Big Mom. Most people kind of agree to the fact that Big Mom isn't a worthwhile character to really go for. If you pull her, obviously it's awesome, congrats and all that. But to be honest, this is a character that you can definitely go without. And, you're not missing out on much if you don't pull the character here. One thing to also kind of note as well from the rare recruits, Usopp definitely is going to be the best one here. This guy is just awesome. The fact that he gets around special bind and special reverse. Not too many characters do both of those things. So the fact that he does do that makes him incredibly valuable. Plus, it's another shooter with Barry penetration in useful tandem with the Ben Beckman Lucky Roux character, of course. So there's that. And of course, it does mention that each of these characters will have additional drops for the upcoming event versus ULTI. And the fact that each of the parts are slightly different in the fact that if you do 4 multis on part 1, you get Otama guaranteed, Frankie's guaranteed on part 2, and then Usopp is guaranteed on part 3. If anything, I might do the 4 for Usopp on part 3, but don't hold that to me because I might not even pull on this banner yet. Another thing I want to talk about very briefly, the banner ends on December 26th. That is likely going to be the start date for the New Year's Sugo Fest, right? It just makes a lot of sense for it to start on that date. I believe the past few years, they have also started around the 27th, 28th-ish on Japan, that is. So this does fall in line with that, so definitely keep an eye on that, as that will probably be when New Year's drops. That's when we're waiting for, okay? Look, there's only a month to go, guys. You can hold strong. And then, of course, it goes through the steps, and it talks about which characters are boosted, but we will talk about that in just a moment. So, shout out to Captain Pappy for creating this little infographic to give us a bit of a rundown as to who's boosted on what part. So, part 1, which debuts first, has these available legends. So, obviously, you got Big Mom, you got Sengoku, who is definitely divisive in the community. Sasaki, I think, is kind of underrated. Super Tandem Kid is obviously very nice to have. Marco for EXP grinding. And then, the rest are just kind of whatever. Characters that don't see a lot of play. Like V1 Kaido is still nice to have, but he's not going to be, the guy that carries you through all the content these days. If you're a newer player and there's still a lot of old content you need to farm, Kaido is still pretty nice to have. Katakuri just receiving the level limit break obviously is going to be a nice addition to have. Jinbei level limit break is very good. And then obviously Rayleigh. And then if you look at the limited pool, if you go to, what step is the limited pool? The 10th and the 20th multi, you're guaranteed to get one of these 10. Like, imagine doing 10 multis and then getting, like, Moria guaranteed. Moria is good, but when you got some of the other characters here, like, you probably want to get the Olin. That's probably the only reason you should be pulling here. And even that, she's not all that good. Then you've got part 2 of the Sugo Fest. Very briefly here, we'll go through that. You got Hiyori. Hiyori does see a lot of play, so she's actually kind of nice to have. Oddly enough, Kid is boosted on part 2. That doesn't make a lot of sense. The old V1 Big Mom is also boosted. That's such a meme. Imagine doing pulls on the banner on part 2 and getting that Big Mom instead. Oh boy. You've obviously got some other characters. You got Reiju, you got CP0 Lucci, like characters that are okay still. Dual Blackbeard, nice for the Super Boss Kizunas in those rare occasions where you can use him. This Lord got a level limit break as well. V1 Sanji, very good for the Grand Voyage. Buggy, kind of nice for Grand Voyage, but not required. Frankie got level limit break as well. Very nice to pick up a copy of him potentially. Sweet Commanders, Judge. Like, yeah, there's some okay characters, but Big Mom just isn't much of a draw, honestly. Marco's boosted again on this banner. That's so weird. You got Who's Who and Black Maria on this part. ULTI. ULTI's fine, but she doesn't really see that much play. Superclass Dofi's pretty cool to have. Both King and Queen are both still pretty good units, honestly. Hody has level limit break. V1 Jinbei once again. Yeah, this is a weird banner. Like, they've got a lot of overlap. Like, I don't know why they did this when characters such as the Film Red, Beckman Lucky Roo, Usopp Yasop, Film Red Chopper, like those characters, they should be returning on banners, and for some reason they're not. So a lot of these characters that are overlapping, they should have replaced them with some of the Film Red units. So that's pretty weird, man. I don't know how I feel about that. But one thing that's kind of interesting that a lot of people were kind of, guessing or kind of making predictions about, people were saying because the rare recruits are guaranteed on each of the 3 parts, that maybe you can't pull each of the rare recruits on all of the parts. Maybe the parts that they're guaranteed is the only part that you can pull them. Luckily, you can pull them on all the parts. It's just that they're all guaranteed on different parts. As I said, Usopp's probably the best one. Frankie's probably second best. I think Otama will have the least amount of usage in the game, but she's probably going to be useful for the ULTI event. But despite all of that, I really think you should be skipping this Sugo Fest. Moving on with some more information now, we have the Tobi Roppo ULTI event. So this is obviously starting on the exact same day as the Sugo Fest coming out. Actually, no, it's not. My bad. I had that wrong. It is not coming out on the same day, November 27th. So that starts on part 3. Yeah, when part 3 debuts is when this banner is coming out, which honestly makes sense. And I totally agree as to why that's the case. Because, potentially people are going to wait to part 3 to do their pulls, and then for the event to go live then makes a lot of sense. Okay, so I'm actually perfectly okay with that, despite the fact that there's nothing to do tomorrow, aside from more Kizuna, I guess. Let's see what it says here. Clear the 9-star difficulty for the first time to get 300,000 berries for your bounty. Okay. And there's going to be certain characters with boosted effects, so hopefully we get to see that. In the event, you can obtain level limit break wanted posters from requests from Chopper Man. They can also be used on various characters. That's pretty useful. So there's 300 cola. Oh, yo, that's exactly what I needed, yo. 300 cola. Let's go. 50 rainbow gems is always nice, go ahead and just complete all of the rewards, farm all the turtles, get 50 rainbow gems. I really wish that rainbow turtles were worth a lot more than what they are. The amount of EXP that they give you, and for the drop rate of the princess turtles, and even elder turtles, honestly, it's really bad. Even with full boosted squads, you're not guaranteed to get a princess turtle when you reach the end of the Chopman mission rewards. Like, it's dumb. They should definitely restructure these events. Hopefully we see that soon. You get 4 silver keys and 1 golden key at least for completing the missions. There's obviously the special Sugo Fest legend ticket as well. There is some Crimson limit break stuff. Or it says Guiding Stone Crimson each type. So I guess it's like red limit break materials, but each different variation. Really, really weird. But then also Rumble Scrolls. Okay, so we love that. And there's also a limited pool legend ticket, Rainbow Gems, Int level limit break posters, and then Strength and Int normal limit break posters. Makes sense. Okay, so there's going to be an Int one for legends, and then 2 other limited, just regular rare recruit ones, which is okay. And then we have the boosted list. Okay, so this is kind of important because this is where, obviously a lot of your drops come from. So we need to see what we have. So it's probably going to be the most ideal scenario to use Big Mom as a friend captain in this event, so you can get the 3 additional drops. But building around that probably will be difficult. So each of the new rare recruits give you 2 additional drops as well. You have 1 additional drop each from Kid and Brook. Okay. And you also got 2 variations of Brook, and also Ace and Whitebeard and Luffy. We'll see if any of those are actually useful in the event. 75% chance to get an additional drop. You have the Zoro Law Killer, K-Dad, and also the new ULTI. And then 50% chance to add an additional drop. And you've got a couple of characters from the Big Mom Pirates. You've got Orochi, the Who's... Why are they boosted? The Tobi Roppo, I guess the Tobi Roppo makes sense because it's ULTI that we're fighting. Nami Usopp makes sense. Kaido crew, Yamato, Luffy crew as well. That's interesting. So the fact that they're boosted, yeah, you probably can build a pretty decent team around those. Wano Law, Izo Okiku, Marco, Cracker, the old Kinden, okay. And then some of the other characters that receive level limit breaks. And then some other generic rare recruits. For some reason, the support rare recruit Carrot, you're definitely not using her on the team. At least I'm pretty sure of that. What does her actual special do? attack 1.5 reduces damage reduction by 1 turn. Yeah, you're not using that, unfortunately. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a weird quest for sure. Hopefully those rare recruits are actually useful in the quest. But there you go. The new ULTI event is going to be starting on November 27th. This is also big. Grand Party has been announced. So we know the Grand Party came out last month, and we were wondering, is it going to be a monthly event? Is it going to be bi-monthly? Is it going to be, in between, when certain events are happening? But no, it looks to be a monthly event, and this one's starting on the 29th, so this is 2 days after the ULTI event is live, and once again, it is only available for 5 days. So you need to make sure that you get, the 3 clears every single day, and hopefully, hope to the gods, that you get good opponents, or should we say bad opponents, but good opponents for you, so that you can get those victories and secure all of those rewards. In Season 1, I only got 13 wins, so unfortunately I couldn't secure it, but of course, when this does drop, I'll actually be making a video every single day for sure this time when this is out, so you guys will know all the details about that. So I have had a brief look at some of this stuff before making this video, and they actually did do a little bit of a better job this time around explaining the rules. So it says here, even if you lose a GP match, you can retry the fight as many times as you want until you win 2 times during the event period. So meaning that no matter what happens, you're always at least going to get 2 victories, which is not that much anyway. Optionally, you can refresh the list of the opponents as many times as you want until you win 4 times in the Grand Party event period. And then it says, obviously, once you reach 15 matches in 5 days, if you win every single match, you'll get a total of 50 Rainbow Gems total over all of the wins and 3 million bounty, which is pretty incredible. Those are very, very good rewards. And then down here, it actually mentions the rules depending on how many wins you have. So at the start, the first 2 days, or the first day I suppose, this is what happens. So after you get 2 wins, when you try for the 3rd attempt, you can only get 3 battle retries, and then you get the 3 wins, and then it still stays the same, and then once you reach 4 wins, you only get 3 refreshes and 2 retries. But then you'll see that once you get to a certain point here, after 10 wins, or should we say, 9 wins heading into the 10 wins, or 10 wins heading into 11, you actually don't get any battle retries. So if you lose, that is it. You don't get any victory. So basically, once you get to 10, I would say, most people should get to 10, I think, without too many problems. But after that, it's very hard to get those rewards. And it's kind of a shame, really, because the rewards from like Battle 11 onwards are the best rewards that you can get, which I guess makes sense. If you are lucky enough to get those really good victories, then yeah, you should be rewarded for that. But you can see here that it gets kind of crazy, right? Because after you win 11 times, or should we say 12 wins, then you get no refreshes and no retries. And obviously when you get to 14, you don't get that either. But it also gets to a point where you actually cannot see the opposing squad. You can only see their GP leader, which makes things a lot difficult in terms of selecting which opponent you actually want to go up against, right? It does mention about the GP leader skill, the GP burst, which we all know that the Goldie Roger was just the homie throughout the first season of Grand Party. And I don't think it's going to change too much. We'll see though. The special rules this time around. So let's see what we got. Int characters get level 8 attack. Dude, Int are already annoying to deal with. So the fact that they're giving them any buffs in general is a problem. So Int get level 8 attack, Dex get level 5 speed, which is fine, I suppose. Powerhouse gets CT speed up level 5. That's, oh my god. Dude, versing the Int Driven / Int Powerhouse thing, because Driven get level 5 HP. Dude, this is going to be one of the most painful periods, dude. The fact that Powerhouse get level 5 CT increase is disgusting. When the leader is present, Powerhouse get level 4 defense. Special rule will only affect the combat power. So if you run like a GP leader that is focused around Powerhouse, then yes, this is probably going to be good for you. And then during the last 30 seconds, you get CT speed up and a damage increase, which is no real, nothing new there. But still, yeah, this is going to be a problem. I'm not looking forward to this GP season as much as crazy as the previous season was with Slashes, Free Spirit, Psy, etc. I think this one's going to be even more annoying to deal with, but we'll see how things go. And here are the rewards, as we mentioned. Like, after you get to 10 wins, it goes to 5 Rainbow Gems per day. 13 wins, you get a limited pool legend ticket, some bounty. And then obviously when you get to 15 wins, you get the 20 gems, the 1 million bounty, and you also get the perfect victory title, which is the thing that everyone wants to get, I would say. Or at least for the hardcore players, that's awesome to get because it's such a flex if you do have that title. I would love to get one day. We'll see how things go. And that's pretty much it. So obviously some stuff at the bottom, but yeah, Grand Party, we'll see how things progress, but it's definitely going to be difficult this time around. Furthermore, there's going to be a new Rainbow Gem sale starting tomorrow, and it's pretty typical gem sale stuff. You know, you got a big pack 275, and you have the 200 gem pack, which does feature some limited pool legend tickets, and you got one here, and you got the film red characters Sengoku, Law, and Corazon. Nothing really too out of the blue here. You get a Pyro Rumble ticket, which does feature Garp and Don Chin Jiao, which is at least pretty cool. That is featured in the 200 gem pack, I believe. Yes, it is. So if you buy the 200 gem pack, you get 2 limited pool reds, and you also get a Pyro Rumble ticket as well. The Pyro Rumble ticket, obviously, as we just looked at, can include a legend, which is pretty nuts. But also the 10 gem pack, you can purchase 2 times. It's like $1 US for 10 gems. Actually worthwhile if you just want to spend $2 and get 20 gems. It's kind of worth it. Every time they refresh gem packs, you should look for those because it's such a bargain. You should probably do it. And then the other thing here is a login bonus here. So there is up to 20 rainbow gems by logging in over 15 days. Again, just free gems. Make sure to just pick up all these gems here, stock them up for the New Year celebration, which is coming at the end of December. That's probably the best way to go about it, guys. There's not much reason to be pulling for this OLIN. She's not that good. Come on, guys. Just hold your gems for New Year's, man. That's what you should be doing. But with all that being said, that's pretty much it, guys. So that is going to wrap it up for me. Just wanted to give you guys all the news and the breakdown of the Sugo Fest as well as Grand Party that's coming up. I know a lot of people are excited about that. We'll see how things go, but that's going to wrap it up for me, though. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys did, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.